Well, there is no chance of Melissa to show up anywhere in the next 3 days, anywhere in the United States. Well, even Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. Not really. But there's a rare chance, though. Rare chance. Hold on a minute. Okay. Let's see. Let me just switch here. Now that I know you're here, Wild, I'm going to make this snappy for you. So, your temperature reading could be as low in the morning as the low to mid single digits. Throughout the U.S., you do have above average temperatures throughout the Gulf Coast, Texas, parts of the desert Southwest, and the West Coast. A lot of chilly air, below average temperatures are all located throughout the Great Basin, all the way to New England. But very freezing air throughout the northern plains and upper Mississippi Valley. Your high, Wild, would be as much as the mid single digits. Let's see what we got. Plenty of above average temperatures throughout the southern half of the country, most notably in Texas and the southern plains and the desert Southwest. Mild temperatures throughout the West Coast, and as well as a little bit in the Great Plains, and even for the Rockies, just a bit mild though. But below average temperatures will occur throughout the Great Lakes region, upper Mississippi Valley, interior parts of the Northeast, all the way down to West Virginia. Friday morning, while your low for the morning will be in the low single digits. Been here the whole time. I usually have the stream on in the background while I'm doing other things. Thank you. Well, as long as you have your things done, then we're all happy. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. Okay, we got above average temperatures in the southern plains, as well as Florida, parts of the south, parts of the desert Southwest, all the way to the West Coast. Get some mild temperatures there. You got below average temperatures and freezing temperatures in the interior parts of the West, northern plains, upper Mississippi Valley, Great Lakes, and the Northeast, and the Mid-Atlantic, and the Ohio Valley. While for you on by Friday night, your highs would be in the mid single digits in degrees Celsius. Let's take a look throughout much of the country. The south will endure mild temperatures, above average temperatures, as well as much of the west coast and the desert Southwest. Mild temperatures will occur throughout the Great Plains to the Great Basin. Chilly temperatures will be in the Northeast, the Great Lakes region, parts of the Ohio Valley. But in the immediate coastal areas, some mild temperatures will be there. Then what about Saturday morning? Your lows, will go up to about the mid single digits in degrees Celsius. Throughout the U.S., mild temperatures and above average temperatures will be throughout much of the South, though, and a little bit in the Great Plains, parts of the desert Southwest, and much of the West Coast. Plenty of freezing temperatures and below average temperatures in the interior parts of the West, Great Lakes region, the East Coast, and finally, well, for you, your highs will be in the upper single digits to the low teens in degrees Celsius. Hold on a minute. Throughout the U.S., though, we have above average temperatures throughout the South, the Great Plains, from range of the Rockies, desert Southwest. Below average temperatures will occur throughout parts of the Cascades, the Northern Rockies, and the Northeast as well. Dew point values, wild. Your dew point values will be in the right around the freezing mark, just a little bit below though. So that nice, gonna get some slightly warmer weather. Yeah, I don't know if I call that warm wild. Yeah, that's for Saturday though. You might get a little bit more warmer though. All I can say, Wild, is that there could be some overcast conditions, though. Let me see in terms of humidity. Oh, well, it's a little dry, though, actually. But throughout the U.S., plenty of humidity, lots of which are in Florida, Texas. Some moisture will occur throughout the desert Southwest, parts of the Great Basin, a lot of moisture on the West Coast, and a little bit in Maine and in coastal New England. While for tomorrow night, your dew point values be just a little bit more below, which means that you're going to be dealing with some dry weather throughout tomorrow night, though. Plenty of moisture will occur throughout the southern plains of Texas, South Florida, much of the West Coast, a little bit of moisture in the Great Basin, desert Southwest, a little bit in the northern part of the interior parts of the Northeast. Take a look for Friday morning. Friday morning, while your dew point values be still below freezing, which means that for the most part you are going to end up with just some overcast conditions in the morning, but might end up having a little bit of a clear condition, sort of. Well, I'll go into that once we get to the Friday evening part. So for those in U.S., Florida, Texas, and the southern plains, a lot of humidity, and a little bit of humidity along the West Coast, southern Arizona, and just a tiny bit in parts of the Northeast. Well, let's see for you, your dew point values do tend to go slightly up, but not enough to constitute any dry conditions, though. No, I mean foggy conditions, I should say. Sorry about that. Humidity for Friday night, they're in Florida, Texas, and the southern plains, West Coast, a few parts, just a tiny bit of humidity in the coastal part of New England, and the rest of the Great Plains, and a little bit of Arizona. Saturday morning, Wild, you will end up having dew point values that'll shoot up, which means that it'll get moist. Chances of having overcast conditions might go a little up, though. In the U.S., though, humidity is present in Florida, Texas, southern plains, the rest of the plains, a little bit of humidity, and the West Coast too, and a tiny bit in parts of Massachusetts and parts of New England. Now, what about dew point values for you? Wild? Oh boy, your dew point values are going way up, Wild, which means that you might end up experiencing some wet weather in the days right around the weekend. A lot of humidity in Florida, Texas, the southern plains, and Louisiana too, lower Mississippi Valley, and the West Coast too, tiny bit in near Spokane. Wild, oh yeah, I already said that you do have humidity though. Convection time. Where's the convection? A lot of convection are in Florida, Texas, parts of the Great Basin, Desert Southwest region. And just a tiny bit of convection in the Great Lakes region, but not too dramatic though. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's right. I already read. A lot of convection, mostly in the southern tip of Florida, but a lot of which are in Texas and the southern plains, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, and a tiny bit in Michigan, all the way to the northeast. A tiny bit in the Sierra Nevadas. That's for tomorrow night, though. Friday morning, convection is present in the southern tip of Florida, Texas, and the southern plains, and a tiny bit of convection in the Great Lakes region, all the way to the interior parts of New England and Colorado. Friday night, convection is all over in the southern tip of Florida, Texas, southern plains, tiny bit in New Mexico and Colorado. And some convection will occur throughout the Pacific Northwest on the coastal side. Still a slight amount of convection in the Northeast and the Great Lakes region. Now, what about for Saturday morning? Southern tip of Florida and the Keys getting a lot of convection. Much of Texas still got convection. A tiny bit of convection in the northwestern part of the country. And parts of the Great Lakes region, mostly on the east side and the interior parts of the Northeast. Tiny bit in the Great Lakes, the Great Plains, I should say. And finally, by Saturday night, though, just a good amount of convection will be located in the Florida Keys. Still a lot of convection in Louisiana, Texas, but most of which is in the southern tip of the state. Good amount of convection will be in the Pacific Northwest, and a tiny bit of convection in the Northeast and the eastern side of the Great Lakes region. Now let's take a look at the radar right about now. Let's see what we got. Now let's see what we got. Okay, so right now we got a bunch of valley rains, mountain snow throughout the west, especially in California. A lot of wet weather, mostly in the form of rain in the Great Lakes region, northern New England, and the Pacific Northwest. Let's move into tomorrow morning. See what we got. So plenty of wet weather to deal with in the Great Lakes region. That includes while then all that valley rains, mountain snow move deeper into the Great Basin like Utah and western Colorado. And some rains will occur in the Olympic National Park area. More rains will occur throughout parts of the Great Lakes region, while you're going to get some wet weather, and maybe in the form of flurries, or rain and snow for that matter. And a little bit of rain in parts of Texas and South Florida. And we move on to tomorrow night as all that rain tries to move out to the east for the most part, and yet it's still a thing. Some few showers to some good amount of rain on the eastern side of the much of the Great Lakes region, while you might not get much though as the day moves forward in time into tomorrow night. But in the Northeast, the interior parts dealing with some showers, especially plus a few parts on the coastal side of the Northeast. Some valley rains, mountain snow in the Colorado Rockies, parts of the desert Southwest, Utah, Texas, some few showers, as well as South Florida, and the Olympic National Park and parts of the Pacific Northwest, though. Now we move on into Friday morning. As we see some showers move slightly eastward into places like the southern plains. Some storms will start building up. Valley rains, mountain snow, maybe in the form of ice, though. Freezing rain there. More wet weather in the coastal part of the Pacific Northwest. Still good amount of showers. That's still lingering throughout the Great Lakes region, interior Northeast, though. Then we move forward in time into Friday, through Friday afternoon and into Friday evening, where there is going to be some storms that are going to occur throughout the southern plains. Yet valley rains, mountain snow will be in New Mexico, Colorado, and as well as the Cascades. Still some showers to deal with in parts of the Northeast.